Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to League 1 Season 33. And in Week 11, the Penn State Nittany Lions continue their road trip, this time at Virginia. So let's take a quick look at the Cavaliers and then get kicked off. Alright, so a 77 D tackle and a 69 D edge. Probably both backups, but speaking of, does my center rotation look correct? Yes. Okay. Alright, so Gear is a dual threat, but he is only a 77. What's his awareness? Okay, in the middle. We'll see how that goes. Alright. Solid halfback with 92 speed. Decent fullback. One great receiver. And then the rest are all freshmen. True freshmen. Wow. They must have gotten just wrecked with transfers. Good tight end. Line is real rough. Yeah. D tackles are fine, but the edges are, yeah, not great. Linebackers, 75, 86. Yeah, I mean, and so many freshmen just, they got absolutely picked clean. Persinger is good. Persinger is real good. Stay away from Persinger. And then, you know, the corners are the most consistent element they've got so far. The whole secondary. Okay, so run the ball. Stay away from the secondary. Just run the ball. All right. They don't really have much in the way of legs. So, yeah, we'll play good defense. We'll hopefully mess up their line and just run the heck out of this ball.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
Right down the middle. And An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Fakes the grab.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Saunders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Saunders. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Ooh, great start, great running game, good recovery on that pass on 2nd and 8.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oof.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's good. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. The throw. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency.
Oh, come on, you got to block.
Into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. The give to the batter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. Finds a crease at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
Oh.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Still running at the 35. He's got 69 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive
Ooh-wee,
starts from
that's a
their own
start.
25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top.
All right.
They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats.
Ooh-wee.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jackson.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Makes the catch at the
Why did he run
45.
directly at where the
And
guy was?
returner
That
could
was.
find no daylight. He goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. He has 89 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That trip to the end zone, his 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Smashes through the tackle.
Oof.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's good. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field.
All right.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Finding open areas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Wallace. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Powers forward. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 6 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He shanked it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll run the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Hunter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Oh, well. That's what I get for trying to run it on 1st and 2nd down, 2 minutes.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hunter. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
All right, so going to leave you with some halftime stats here. Take our 5-minute halftime break. Be right back. right. And so with that, we are ready to come into the second half. Put in the backups.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positive.
And the pass rush is effective.
That's not starting off the right foot.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That's caught. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting him for him.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball
we'll have to
running back,
regear
and
the
he's gonna
halfbacks.
physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
I'm surprised he made it. He was like a 70.
In the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over.
All right, let's fix this because we are not. Yeah. We are not risking that. Let's go look at other halfback and returner situations. All right, so Smith, yes. Fine.
A 12 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends.
I do not.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give is to Smith. Makes it past the marker. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's
All right,
down.
let's
And
waste
the
some clock.
Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Oh, this is going to be
running
mean.
game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply
Oof.
we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking to fire. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They'll run it. It's Smith. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Did lose yardage on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, after having an historic performance his last time out, registering 4 sacks, this offense knew they had to do something to try to slow this guy down, and they thought they had a good plan for him. But that plan's not working here today. That's already his 2nd sack in this game.
Still on his feet. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
A strike downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a
Good
ton of
D,
credit.
good run
They
game, just like we
obviously had
planned.
their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish, nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Good win. Let's see what it cost us. Andrews is out for 5 weeks. It's week 11. That's he doesn't return until if and when we get through the playoffs. Okay, so it's not the biggest loss in the world because we do have, because he's behind Artis and he was with Blanding. All right. It is what it is. All right, so let's see what else is going on in League One action. All right, so you just watched Penn State beat Virginia. Upcoming soon is Pitt at North Carolina. No game for Kansas State this week. And it's going to be Florida at number 19 Miami. Another big game. So, thank you for joining us. And in the immortal words of Coach Spector, have a great week. Kick its ass.